Hello YouTube, I am back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Brea episodes 5 and 6. So let's just dive right into it. I know I've been gone about a little bit over a week, but I went on vacation, and you will get to see some of those videos here on YouTube. I actually post a video about my experience at MGM National Harbor Theater in DC, where I started a show, Night of the Living Drags. So if you want to see that video, just head on over and press the play button. Alright, so where we ended off in episode 4, episode 5, they find this village of the people, or some of the people that were there, and then they go in and they're trying to look for the signal that they found from the plane. So they get in there, they do find the signal. It's a walkie. I believe the guy is now dead. Maybe those people killed him, maybe they didn't. I don't know. Well, anyway, so the children are left there in the village, but for whatever reason, like almost all of the adults, and I don't know how many people are there in the village, but nevertheless, they're all gone, and these people are just kind of going around looking for stuff. Anyway, they all come back, and of course they know that the intruders are there, and they sound the alarms, and this, that, the other, and everyone's looking for them. And so, they tend to somehow escape. So anyway, some of them escape. The kids help a group of them all escape when one of the sons, the one to the main character, and the girl that he's with comes back. Anyway, if you're watching, you know what's going on here. So anyway, they all of a sudden they get out. One of the women that are there, she's probably like the minor or the hierarchy or whomever that's over the village with the guy that was getting ready to shoot the main pilot down. And anyway, she says let them escape. They all escape. So so the person that was on the other end of the sinkhole, she was from a whole nother sinkhole, I guess in the Mojave is what they're calling it. And she was a member from the United States Air Force. And of course, they came down on a plane. It crashed. Well, I'll just stick with the plane part of it. So their plane and her plane, of course, the parts that they need, those parts work on both of the planes to make one plane. Okay. All right, fine. So we are here with. Oh, let's go back to girl. Her name's Veronica now. The father that died, the little girl that was supposedly a mute. Anyway, she's talking. She's Lily. She's Veronica. The psychiatrist is Ty. And they know she's holding this big secret. They want to get it out of her. The girl is talking about this, that, and the other. I'm trying to stay in the light. These plants are kind of blocking. Maybe for the next video, I will take them down or move them back or something. I don't know. Maybe I put the light in front of me so I can shine this way. Anyway, so fast forward, the psychiatrist Ty, he's with the young girl, and they are talking, and he's asking her, you seem like you're holding something back. You know what? We're all watching it. So she tells him the secret, and we pretty much knew it was either A, they kidnapped her, or B, there was some kind of sex trafficking going on, or whatever the case may be. But it is NBC, so let's just stay with the kidnapping situation. So anyway, she reveals to him that they had kidnapped her and X, Y, or their dad had kidnapped her and X, Y, and Z. And then she confesses when the sister / this woman comes back, and she knows she tells him, so she runs off into the woods. Anyway, so now but the little girl tells him that Veronica herself was also kidnapped. So, and Veronica, as we all know, she has to be in her early 20s or whatever. And when you're been mind control over that long, it's gonna be hard to detach yourself from your kidnapper. So I don't know why the psychiatrist Ty, he decides to go into the woods and look for her the next day. He finds her at the ritual site that's there where they buried her father, and of course she's like, oh, I'm sorry, and thinking that he's coming to get her and punish her and this, that, the other. And he was like, no, they found a way, they got a plane started. Anyway, nevertheless, I don't understand why he turns his back on her, knowing he's a fucking he's a trained professional, that she was not going to try to pull something. Like, she is not believing you. She is trusting in her captor. So anyway, the plane situation, okay, we're now back on Earth with us. We're not in La Brea anymore. This video is starting to get very long, so we're probably getting into episode 6 now. And the doctor that was with the government, of course, her friend has a plane, and of course, like we all know now, this has happened many other places. Anyway, so fast forwarding, they're trying to get them on this plane. Well, they said that she goes, oh well, there was something that we discovered in this, that, the other. So apparently they know, the government and this doctor and this friend of hers, they know of this crash site that's happening in Los Angeles right now, the La Brea site. So they went and they saw that the plane that they were trying to get back from La Brea had crashed, and this, that, the other. So the husband is like, oh well, we gotta send them a message, and this, that. Anyway, they do. And I just don't get how the whole time thing works. It's very interesting, because something that happened in the past, then they didn't find in the present, because the mother, and they've only been there 5 days now, so the mother, she writes a letter to the husband and the daughter saying X, Y, and Z, and that she believes them and this, that, the other. So now they're kind of connecting the two worlds, but all of this stuff is happening, of course, in the past, and now we're seeing it in the future. But then as people go down there, it's still the same time. It's been like the 1 to 5 days. So anyway, that's very interesting. And then, like, all of the animals that were there and kind of picking them off in the beginning, all of a sudden they're gone. So, you know, like, I don't know what's going on with that part of the plot, but I know they can't, like, incorporate every single thing, every single time, every single episode. But it's very interesting how there was, like, this one set of group of people here. So apparently these people has to know what was going on over there. The pilot woman that they found on the walkie-talkie that was down there as well had been there for 3 years. Like, how are these people surviving? I don't know. It's very interesting. This video is getting kind of long, so we're gonna end it with, they decided that they're not gonna let them on the plane. The husband sends down this video message. Everybody hears it. Most of the people hear it, because the anthropologist and the dope dealing guy, they go out looking for his heroin. They end up finding some gold. We'll leave that story there. So we're wrapping this video up. And the Air Force pilot, the lady that they found, and the cop, of course, they are getting into it. They got their guns drawn. And the pilot that was down there for 3 years, she's like, I am not staying here another day. I gotta get out of here, because I'm sure she's seen all of the things that I want to see, like with the animals and the this and the that we're not seeing, that she's probably been through, and she can't take it one more day. So of course she fires at the cop fires back at her. Somehow the plane get injured. It is not happening. So now we're back on Earth, and for whatever reason, the guy is now in the plane of the doctor or the friend, and they're trying to get down into this portal that is closing. The portal is closing on day 5. Anyway, they know all these things. Apparently, like I said, we are learning about it now in this situation with them in La Brea. Apparently, the government has known a lot of these things and a lot about these sinkholes that's been happening all over the world. And it's now just probably getting some light because it's here in the United States. But anyway, so he's in the plane and he's up there with the doctor's friend, and she's like, well, you know what? Go back to the beginning. Now they want to airstrike him down. And she's go back to the beginning. She's putting on, she knows more than what she knows. Of course, everybody keeping all of these secrets. It's only season 1. It makes you definitely want to get into it and want to know what in the world is going on. So anyway, she jumps out and parachutes out of the plane. She ain't good, so she got his parachute on. So he decided to come down to land the plane. He's not gonna go down through there. Of course, the daughter wanted him to take the chance. He was like, I'm not gonna be taking the chances. So they get down, he gets off, of course they arrest him, and he was like, oh, and then the government guy goes, oh, I guess you sent them a message because now the plane that was at the site disappeared. I'm just as shook as all of you guys are. Anyway, so then we get back to La Brea and the people that are down there, and now they are pissed. Their only one chance they think they have of going home is no longer. So the cop and the mother, the main woman that's in the show, they pretty much take a vote to vote them out of the village. So anyway, it kind of ends there with a sneak peek of next week. The seasons are changing. Winter is coming, and you know what? It's more than winter. It's an ice age. I can't wait to discuss it with you come the end of this week. We are in it, y'all. I'm sure it's about mid-season. I'm hoping you had a happy Halloween, and I know together we are going to enjoy this series. So now that you're here, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Whenever I post something, a new video or whatever, you will be one of the first people to know. I'll see you in the next video.